Hi, and welcome back to CMG Orange Space Trading Channel. This is another episode on FX Weekly Market Forecast. And this week will be 30th week of the year 2024, right? So if you are new here, this is a weekly analysis that we do, giving a forecast of how the market will have a higher tendency of moving. So we look at the market structure, and this is purely on technical analysis. So we do analysis, and then we anticipate, right, and predict of how market is going to move, either buying or selling, or probably consolidating, and then later the market will decide. So we do that at the end, in fact, at the beginning of the week, probably on Sunday. In fact, I'm recording this video on Sunday, 28th July 2024, as at the time of 9 p.m. I'm a bit late. Yes, but this is the time that I'm recording. So we give you this idea, and in the course of the week, we update you in our Telegram channel, giving you some signals, yes, on how the market is moving or doing at the moment, right? So this is actually an initial setup, as we call it, initial setup. Then in the course of the week, we look at some factors, confluences, and then you actually determine if whatever we did or we had initially is what is going to happen or is happening at the moment. So this is not a final, in fact, it's a provisional analysis that we do to give you idea of how the market moves. So before we continue with the 30th week analysis, like we do always, we give you a recap of how the recent week actually moved. If you move in the direction of the analysis that we did initially or not, and then continue into the pending week. So on the 29th week, the analysis that we did on DXY, right? We do DXY, JPY, and then sometimes we do. So the DXY, which is the American dollar, our forecast was that markets, in fact, market opening, you see 29th week here. Let me push it a bit down here. The market opened around this place. If you check down there, it's actually Friday, so moving to be the Sunday, right? So market opened around this place, and then we hoped that market, because it rallied from this point, right? Market doesn't move in the straight line, so we get to a time here, either to brief in a bit or consolidate, and then either look for a pullback around this slanted or yes, this slanted the trend line, and then we will move up and rally. So that was the analysis that we did. Or better still, market consolidate, because normally if market moves or rally for some time, it has to breathe or relax for some time before moving. It doesn't move in the linear sequence of linear sequence. So that was it. And lo and behold, that was exactly what the market did in the 29th week. We see a long period of consolidation here. A long period of consolidation. So throughout the week, the market consolidated on DXY. There was not much rallying in any of the direction, either bullish or bearish. The consolidation was higher because if you look on this high time frame, we are on the 4-hour time frame, right? So that is it. Now, if you check on the lower time frame, you could be doing or consolidating. You could be trading ranging market, right? So that was what actually happened. So whatever analysis was, the exact thing happened here. So now, going forward into the pending week, the 30th week. In fact, the analysis for today, I wouldn't stress anything. If you have been on this channel, you know that my analysis are very simple. Simple markings, simple analysis, right? So what I can say is that the last week's, in fact, analysis is still valid here, right? It's still valid here in the sense that I'm still expecting a bullish DXY in the pending week because the consolidation is happening here. Now, the reason be that markets, I don't want to go back. If you watch the 29th analysis, you understand why this line is here. So there was a consolidation here, or better, yes, a wider range consolidation. But within that consolidation, you can see that there was a kind of what trend line. In fact, sorry, downtrend market moving in a long period of what bearish move, right? So it happened around this place, and then we saw that market has broken just above this resistance line or slanted line, right? So we are still just above the the resistance level, which is now more like what our support. And then besides that, you can see another blue line here, which I told you if you have been on this channel for a long time. The blue lines are resistance and support levels, right? So if prices are just above this blue line, it means that prices just above the resistance line, which now has become our support. So price is around the support on two confluences. So here, price is above. In this slanted line, price is above. In this slanted line, this horizontal line, two prices are above. And then the third confluence is that prices are just around the what? The MA, the moving average. So the consolidation, you can see the moving average is a bit relaxed. In fact, quite relaxed. Move more like a flat movement, right? So that is why we are seeing the consolidation for a long time here. So the other two factors just above this line, and then just above here too. And then even watching here, right? If you have watched the video on the candlesticks and then chart patterns, we have treated this kind of what market what movement or structure. From here, moves up, consolidate, and then we're expecting market to what rally up. So last piece analysis or forecast is still valid here. I'm still waiting to see that, right? So that is it. I'm in some trades in this, I think last week, and they are still moving around my entries, right? So that is it. Now you have to be careful. Don't rush into any entries, entry into any positions. Just wait. I'll give you a signal in a Telegram channel later when price moves around this place, or I see some bullish candlestick patterns forming around this place. Right. So you have to be relaxed and then watch the market. So I'm not even going to waste time on the higher time frame. Let me see if right. So the higher time frame too, right? It still looks like it has broken this level and it's just above that, the same thing. And we are at what? The support level too, right? Here too, on the weekly time frame, it looks a bit different. A bit, even though generally is in an uptrend, yet the current candlestick pattern here are more of bearish. So we are going to wait and then see. But in the lower time frame, the 4 hour and then the daily, and in fact the 1 hour also, they will look what more of bullish what structure or movement. So that is what we have on DXY. Right, that's what we have on DXY. So now, if anything happens, we will have come and update you in the Telegram channel. Right, so just check in the video description. The link is there. Just join for free signals and then some VIP what signals also. So that is it. Now let me move to JPY. Right. Now JPY actually did marvelous in the recent week. Right. Our analysis was that market was, and I'm still waiting for my network is a bit slow. I have some markings on this chart. Okay, right. So sorry for my network, the delay on my network, but so here you can see that my strategy is more candlestick pattern trading and then a breakout. That's my strategy mostly. So that was here. So on 29th week on JPY, that's the Japanese yen, right? Price was around this place, right? And I told you price might what? consolidate for a longer period here because the support and resistance are a bit close, quite close, right? They are quite close, right? And then price has moved to this particular resistance level. And for that matter, I wasn't expecting market to continue moving up in that sense. It hardly happens in this profession. Market doesn't move in that sense. So when it got here, I knew for sure that it's either going to relax for here, consolidate for a longer time here, or just retrace to this point, which you see this the markings here. If you check the previous video, it's the same thing here. I don't clean out market. I just did that to prove whether the analysis was true or not, right? But in the course of the week, I do some add-ups, some build-up structure management in the Telegram app, in the Telegram channel. But here, even at the end of the day or before I do another analysis, I bring the markets back so that you can follow. You understand? So that is it. But here, I didn't even do anything. So price move to this level and then move to that this particular one, a bit retracing. I told you in the previous, you see here, so either market comes here into this gap, right, and then move up, or better still, you can just move, be consolidating around this point, and then move up. And lo and behold, that was what actually happened the week, and it was marvelous. Look at the movement. You see the movement now. From here, market opened here, and market rallied to this level, very high. I'm just intentionally going to bring this line here. Okay. Right. So I'm just bringing this. It will help me for another some time to come. I will consider it as a resistance level or something of that sort. So my analysis is simple. I don't do anything complicated here. It's not a complexity of the analysis that makes you a good trader or profitable trader. No. So that is what is happening here. Right. So we bounced to this level, and then the rally was massive. It wasn't looking back at all to this level. So at the moment, this is where we are. So considering this as my new resistance level, right? Look going forward to the 30th week on JPY. Now, price has hit this resistance level. Now it's a new resistance level, has hit here. And then looking at the candlestick pattern for me here. Bear in mind, I really trade candlestick patterns. I trade them. You see what is happening here? The rejection here is massive, right? The rejection here is massive. Looking at that, if you know your candlestick patterns, there's something similar to this. Look at what has happened here. And then coming down, where the price is currently is, right? It's just below the moving average, right? And then here the rejection is strong for me here, right? So it's going to look as if market will what? Let's see. Let me help you with some market. Here, 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 right? Let me just bring it this way, right? Or just here, the market will not even move back. So look at it. So let's see what happens. I'm not going to do any strange analysis on here, right? So I'm just because if I should move up, I will okay. I have some resistance levels where the top there. Okay. So this is not a hard time or hard price or anything on that sort. So we are still here. But because the rally has been long, of course, JPY has tendency of doing anything at all. They can cause any intervention for their currency. They don't mind, right? So we can actually continue for JPY. JPY can actually do anything. Of course, if you know, in fact, whatever currency or the pair that you trade, you should really understand it, right? You should really understand it and know their tendency, their capability. It really, it doesn't mind continuing with the buy. for a whole month is capable of doing that. But I'm just going to go back to my traditional understanding of the market, that market is not going to move or continue buying, right? So because we are just below this moving average, right? And then looking at the current, this particular resistance or the rejection here, I'm hoping that market will move below and continue to dip, if not at all to this level, right? This level, and then continue going back, or get here and continue selling, right? So that is it. So that's the analysis. I'm not even going to bother myself going to the higher time frames. Of course, we do top-down analysis, but I'm not going to worry myself. So this is what I see, or I hope that I'm forecasting, right? So that'll be all for today. For gold, I'm not going to trade gold individually. Many a time I do that depending on the movement, right? The impact on the DXY. But sometimes I trade gold individually, right? Without looking at DXY or without considering it that much. So that'll be all for today on JPY DXY, right? So follow us on our Telegram channel for updates, because I can't be coming back in the course of the week to be updating on the video that I've already done. But I can actually make changes based on the market condition and the structure in the Telegram channel, right? So that'll be all for today. Stay safe and see you in the course of the week. Bye for now.